I'm woken by the flapping shutters and fierce draught billowing under the bedroom door. There's a din of noise, a scraping of furniture outside on the veranda, and raised voices calling out instructions, as if something is going on. Hazy light cracks into the room, spooling onto the bedclothes, and I bundle the duvet around me. The lights on my watch read 2 in the afternoon, and I panic when I realise I've missed half the day. The family will start thinking I'm trying to avoid them. I spring up and scan the room in case there's some other new thing left for me to find, like the petals that appeared on my bed, but I don't see anything. I just feel that sensation again, as if I'm being watched. I hurry from the warm bed and head to the bathroom, quickly scrub the garden dirt off and glance at the face in the mirror that looks like it belongs to a different girl. I briefly touch the worry frowns between my eyebrows that seem to be getting deeper, notice the dark lines under my eyes. It's strange what Uma was saying last night about everything being different since I arrived. But why did she stop? What did she mean? Something flits in the mirror, a swift movement behind me, and that tickle again, travelling up my spine. Tamarind. I shake off the dream that's still twirling around my head and pull on leggings and a big jumper and get ready to face the table downstairs. I remember what Sophia was whispering to me outside her room yesterday morning, how it wasn't over between us, and my heart begins to thump. On the red rug, there's more glittery dust, imprints of small feet scampering across it. I press my hands against the shapes, and when I look again, there's nothing, only the rug, as clean and as dust-free as ever. Did I imagine it? My insides have turned jittery, and when I get downstairs, everyone is rushing about, bringing chairs in off the lawn. Arjun runs up to me, beaming. "You're up at last! I've been waiting to show you how to make the origami animals." "I'm sorry, Arjun," I say, smiling a thank you as Uma pops the ever-present plate of toast in front of me. "There's going to be a storm," he adds excitedly, "so we're eating inside later." And then in a low whisper he says, "I told Mum what Sophia said, and Nanny Jean knows as well. They're not happy with her at all." Sophia darts me a shrivelling look as she carries in one of the chairs. The wind is madly shaking the trees, and way above the mountains dark clouds are hovering, joining together to make bigger storm clouds. It's dinner time, and I feel useless as I stand in the darkened dining room and watch Uma's husband, Dev, wind down the shutters on the veranda, while leaves blow in from the garden and scatter the floor. "Make sure that the windows and shutters are closed in your room," he winks at me. "Monsoon storms are the worst, but so long as we batten down all the hatches, we'll be good." Aunt Simran walks over, and I murmur an apology for sleeping in so long, causing extra work for Uma and not having helped bring in the chairs. "Don't be silly. I'm pleased you're catching up on sleep. It's normal, just your body still getting used to a different time zone. Nothing to worry about," says Aunt Simran. "Now, Tamarind, will you light the candles, please? And Arjun, can you help too? Best not put the lights on, just in case everything blows." "Here," calls Arjun, throwing me a box of matches from the ornate wooden sideboard. "We can start at the ends and meet in the middle." The table is long and covered in a red tablecloth, 2 tall vases with flowers from the garden at either end. We light the candles that are dotted along the length, and it feels like Christmas, with the scent of cinnamon wafting through the open doors. Uma brings a plate loaded with more toast, plus scrambled eggs, and puts it down alongside a smaller plate with a samosa and the sour chutney I tried in the kitchen last night. "Here's your special dinner, Tamarind. The samosa is your recipe." The eggs look amazing, nearly as much as Dad makes for both of us at the weekends, and I'm looking forward to the samosa, feeling proud of myself for trying and liking something new. Nanny steps inside and shoos everyone to their places. "Thank you, Dev," she says, surveying the closed and shuttered windows. "What would we do without you?" "My pleasure," he smiles, bringing in the velvet chair from the veranda, the chair that no one ever sits on, and tucking it in at the end before leaving the room. Come on, let's eat, says Aunt Simran as Uma brings in more and more dishes. I think it's going to be a long night. The smells from the food rise and stir my appetite, and I peer at the serving plates Uma brought in. Dal and bowls of rice, samosa, tandoori chicken with a red sauce showered with pomegranate seeds. I tuck into the hot scrambled eggs. They are heavenly and slip down easily. Uma stands by my chair, hand on hip, watching as I devour the toast and slurp the lovely spiced tea. I'm just about to fork the final bit of egg when I noticed Nanny looking my way. She's frowning, and when I follow her gaze, it lands right on the ring. Oh no, I forgot to take it off. I wriggle in my seat and clasp my fingers to hide the emerald, blood searing my cheeks. Who gave you that ring? She asks, her voice sounding all fragile. I open my mouth to answer, but Sophia gets there first. She's been poking about in places she shouldn't, she declares triumphantly. I found her in the old hut. She was literally lifting up the floorboards searching for stuff. That's where she found it. Sophia looks so pleased with herself, sitting there, arms crossed. She gives me another one of her shrivelling looks and bats her eyelashes. Didn't anyone tell you not to go there? Nanny's eyes spark, and she sounds angry. My stomach folds in on itself, and I don't know what to do, so I stare at my plate and hide my hands under the table. I feel my lip tremble. And exactly what were you doing there, madam? Aunt Simran asked Sophia, putting her fork down. You know you're not allowed. I expect Tamarind just stumbled on it. That's just typical, cries Sophia, banging a fist on the table. Nanny has tears in her eyes. And if you were nice to Tamarind, maybe you would have told her that we don't go there any more, because after all, she didn't know. She pauses and twists her hands together. Arjun and me share a swift look. We can both sense where this is going. You're grounded, says Aunt Simran. Again, says Arjun under his breath. Sophia's face is like a stone statue. She juts her chin and scrapes her chair across the wooden floor. Well, I might as well go to my room right now then. But no, I can't go to my room because the lovely Tamarind is in there. Upstairs now. Aunt Simran begins to stand up. I'm going. Anyway, it's clear you prefer Tamarind and would rather have her as your daughter. She gathers her bruised anger and hurls her final blow. I bet you wish you could get rid of me.